This video is for my future self because I'm feeling quite empowered right now and I want to pass the power on to her, my future self, that is. Basically, I was talking to someone the other day, meaning yesterday. I was talking to someone yesterday. One second, let me go get my tea. I don't know if you can hear me from over here. I was talking to someone yesterday about how when I was a kid, I used to be scared of everything. So I used to have like really bad nightmares and really bad panic attacks and it was really bad everything. And there was a point in time where I wouldn't even be able to walk on the floor because I was too scared. This recurring nightmare I used to have about like maggots coming out of everything, but I digress. I used to be scared of everything, and now I feel like I'm not scared of a lot of things. Like, even when I'm scared of something, I just go ahead and do it anyways. Which, I realized I had grown so much from that. And I told her, well, I feel like I used to be such a wet penis. Not a wet penis. What's the right term? A flaccid penis. A soft penis? I thought I used to be such a flaccid penis. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Like, I couldn't do anything, you know? I would just sit there and freeze up, so to speak, and I feel like I've grown so much more from that. Like, I locked in. And so this is just for me in the future to look at whenever I'm feeling like a flaccid penis. You know, to lock in because it's possible. And it's just waking up and doing the things that you have to do every day. Waking up and taking care of yourself every day. This is sort of a way of me waking up and taking care of myself in the future. Because I know that one day this video will serve me well. I need a pep talk. I like to do these with my Substack articles because I have a Substack. I write them mostly for me, and so usually when I come back and I see them, like, I need to get my head. Funny story before I continue. I bought bread, and this boy, ate it. He ate my bread. He jumped up on the counter and ate my bread. So now I have to put it in the cupboard. It's in here. Where was I? Okay, yeah, I write my Substack articles for me. And when I come back and I look at them, it's just like, okay, wow. This is really helping me out right now. So that's the purpose of doing this as well. I find that sometimes I go into this state where I feel like I can't do anything. Flaccid penis. I go into this state where I feel like I can't do anything, but that's only because I'm in it. If I was outside of it, I would see that things actually were not as bad as I was thinking. I'm making avocado toast. And that is kind of where I come to. How do you, even when you are in that flaccid penis state, look outside of yourself and lock in and do the things that you have to do? I think at times like that, it's best to be future facing. So right now, I'm not exactly in my most future facing state because I like where I am right now. I like where I am. I like how I'm doing stuff. I am very locked in, very dialed in right now. But in times where I don't feel locked in or I don't feel dialed in or I feel like a flaccid penis, I have to be future facing. I have to look forward to the future where I believe that better things could happen, or back into the past at times where better things were happening so that I can believe that within my future holds better things as well. really like this. Maybe I need a second sip. Maybe I need to let it brew longer. I do need to let it brew longer. I'll let it brew for like 2 more minutes. But anyways, for example, at a time like this, I know that I'm doing really good. So if in the future, say I was having a flaccid penis era, I would think back to this time. I would have this video as documentation for when I was doing really good. And I was following a really good routine, and the days were just bright and beautiful. And I would look back at the things that I was doing right. I think what I should do is I should list the things that I'm doing right. First off, I am having an amazing time with my guitar right now. I don't know, I've been writing little riffs and little songs, and it's just so fun because, I don't know, creating things which is also like one of the things that I saw on my Substack before I decided to do. Like, oh my goodness, you should, everyone, me, I don't know, everyone should be documenting their lives, you know? When you document your life at a time where you had like a revelation or something, and then it's like you can always look back at that, and you can't even deny the fact that you used to have good times or you used to have happy times, because it's right there. You're looking at it. And even if it's like, okay, well, you were pretending. Well, I don't know actually. Don't pretend. Don't pretend. Pretending isn't good. You know, always express every emotion that you have. But what was I talking about? What I'm doing right now. Another thing that I'm doing right is being really intentional with everything that I do, which I feel like most of this goes back to my Substack. I feel like I planted so many seeds in there because I was writing about things that internally I was struggling with. And first off, just getting that out helped me. And second, it was like a subconscious thing, you know? When you're going through something, you don't necessarily always know that you are going through it. But by writing it out and then maybe looking at it a week later, it's like, oh, well, this is an issue that I have. And I wrote this, you know, when you write an article or a blog post, it's usually good to end with a call to action. And I look at this call to action, I'm like, okay, well, I can call myself to action with that. You know, that's for me. So I feel like I'm really dialed in right now because of all the things that I was doing with my Substack. I was really trying to come into myself over the summer, and it was a little bit difficult. But I feel like I planted a couple seeds that are serving me right now. And when I look at my Substack, I'm saying this right now. It's like I'm echoing something that I wrote in my Substack earlier, planting seeds that would allow you to flourish in the future. I wrote that not too long ago, I think a couple weeks ago. Also listening to my intuition and making sure that I'm creating more, you know, tuning into my body. Because you know what? Your intuition is just your body's way of talking to you. It's a language that is beyond your conscious comprehension, right? But it's not this like external crazy, oh my God, my intuition is coming to me from something. Your intuition comes to you from you. Okay, so when you're feeling an intuitive feeling, instead of thinking, oh my goodness, this is like some divine intervention in my life, you have to tune in and dial into your body and be like, where is this coming from? What lived experiences have I had that lead me to come to this conclusion? You know? Ooh, that tea is better now. Okay, I was right to let it brew for longer. I'm making, I feel like we already said that I'm making avocado toast. My trash smells like dookie. But yeah, one reason why you would feel like a flaccid penis anyways is because you feel like you don't have anything to do. But that's the thing, there's always something to do. Even sitting down doing nothing, feeling sad because you're a flaccid little penis and nobody wants you, is doing something. You have to shift your understanding. And that's one thing too about being in difficult situations or being in difficult times. Most of the times, the only way to get out of it is to shift your entire understanding, your entire comprehension, your entire mindset of the situation, which can be really hard. But it's possible. You just need to keep an open mind at all times. If you have to practice having an open mind, kind of, because you won't just be able to just shift your mindset. You have to have had practice embracing and opening up your mind. And one way that I learned to do this is that every time I feel like I've been done wrong, I like to look and see, well, what did I do wrong in this situation? Because one really good way to open up your mind is to go against the fact that you think that you're the main character in your own story and everything that you do is correct. You know, that's like you going against the grain with yourself. And that's really good practice, I think, for coming into bigger situations where you feel like you're in despair about something. You just feel like everything is hopeless, but you have to, the only way to escape that is to shift your entire mindset surrounding the situation. But you won't be able to shift your entire mindset surrounding the situation if you haven't ever needed or wanted to shift your mindset in the first place. Oh my god, this is gonna be so good. Oh my god, it's from our garden at Cameroon. I'm so excited to eat it with my egg and bread and toast. My friend gave me these Ghibli plates, which is really cute. But yeah, that's most of what I had to say. Also, girl, keep a consistent routine. You know, if life feels like it's falling apart, usually a consistent routine is helpful in just being like, hey, some things can stay the same. And if that's not possible, that's okay too. You know, I think one very big thing is that you have to learn to accept all of your emotions. What is that boy doing? Hey, that is hot. Don't get down from the counter. You have to learn to accept all of your emotions because all of them have a function. So I feel like I've talked about this before, but for example, jealousy. You know, people usually feel ashamed of jealousy because it's like you want something that is someone else's, and that's like a shameful feeling to have, you know, and it's uncomfortable. And so you might try to push the jealousy away, but it's trying to tell you something. It's telling you that you want something that someone else has. If you're trying to push it away, you're pushing away something that you want. You're not accepting that this is something that you want. You can miss it, you know. If you're jealous of a movie star, maybe you want to be a movie star. And if you try to push those feelings away, it's like you'll never chase your dreams of being a movie star. So like negative emotions, positive emotions, they're all good emotions. Just because it's a negative emotion doesn't mean it's a bad emotion. I like to talk about this, like negative versus positive, and negative not necessarily meaning bad, even though it has like the connotation of bad attached to it, you know. But yeah, just being in tune with even your negative emotions and accepting that they are just emotions and they are looking for space with you as well. They just want a space to shine. And being in that flaccid penis state is like the prime state of where you're like, ugh, I don't want to feel like this. You know, this feeling is bad because it makes me feel bad. But that's not necessarily always the case. Just because something makes you feel bad doesn't mean it's bad. It's just like your mind is trying to tell you something, and going around trying to push it away isn't going to help you understand this thing that your mind is telling you. Which is, again, a hard thing to realize when you are in that state, which is why this exists. This is just for you, love. because anytime you're in that state, I need you to just really just stop being a flaccid penis and just lock in. Okay? Just lock in and just allow yourself to go through it instead of trying to fight against it. You know, every flaccid, no, not every. Never mind. I will not say what I was about to say. I need my egg to cook a little bit more, but look at that beautiful avocado spread. Oh my goodness, like it covers the entire loaf. It was a giant avocado. I'm gonna end this when my toast is over. So I'm doing training right now, and it's like it takes all day, but I still feel like this sustained energy throughout the day. And sometimes I'm tired in the nighttime, but it's not like a bad tired. It's a good tired. Like I've put in the work that I had to put in today. I think that's an important part to feeling energized, is actually putting in the work. If you go into something thinking, oh my God, this is going to make me so tired, you're gonna feel even more tired at the end of the day, and it won't be a good tired, it'll be a bad tired, because you thought about it that way before you ever got into it. See, you were kind of tired before you even did the work. If you're tired before you did the work, imagine how you're gonna feel after you've done the work. You know? I also just really like to start my day off right. I like to take my time and start my day. I've been waking up really early recently because I just really want to have, what is this cat doing? I really want to have a good start to my day so that I can have a good day, period. I want the inside of the yolk to cook. Let's have a good start to my day so I can have a good day, period. So for example, like this breakfast I'm making and taking my time to make, that's a good start to my day. I love my tea. I had to go to the grocery store and get my Earl Grey tea because I ran out, or actually when I moved in, I did not have my Earl Grey tea, which really upset me. But now I do. I don't know if I like this brand. There was this Earl Grey tea that my dad gave me, or was it my mom? She gave me. It was so good. I've been chasing that high ever since. Oh my goodness. You know when you find something good and you feel like you'll never find it again? It's like I went on a trip over the spring break this year, and there was this breakfast spot, and they had the best breakfast, the best American breakfast, period. They had these Arnold Palmers. They were so good. We would go there just to order the Arnold Palmers, and like the day that we were leaving, we went there to get breakfast before we left. And the lady came and she said, Arnold Palmer's for the table. And I just felt so, like, seen. Am I late? I'm probably going to be late today. I don't know. But I like to take my time. Sometimes I don't mind being late if it means I can take my time and prioritize my energy. My God! I don't like that it's going. salt and pepper. I hate that you can't sea salt because then I always end up putting too much because I feel like it's not coming out. Look at this. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Oh, I'm trying not to drop it because that would make me really sad, but oh my God, that is beautiful. Ooh, see? Would have dropped it. But that is beautiful. I have to feed my cat. That is beautiful. And that is all I have for today. Goodbye. I'm going to go eat my avocado toast.